welcome to Bite This. Josh Matthews alongside Dr. Tom. And Dr. Tom, quite frankly, I don't know where to begin. Why don't we just begin and see where this train takes us this week?
Okay, go ahead and begin, Josh.
All right. Well,
what about Vengeance this week?
Well, I know we're going to talk all about Vengeance. It's all on my shirt here to remind me.
That's your
Talk
shirt?
about Vengeance live this
Nice
Sunday
shirt.
from the Mile High City at an altitude of 5,280 feet. It will be Vengeance. But we got a big show today. The Big Show and John Cena, who are both involved in huge matches this Sunday at Vengeance.
Did you just say we have a big show today with the Big Show and John Cena?
I might have.
I think you did, Josh. Hey, are you going to be in the Mile High City? Have you been?
I will be at the Mile High City.
You've been high a mile before, haven't you?
No, you're mishearing my words.
Sure
We're also
I
going to
am.
be giving away copies of Bradshaw's just-released new book, Have More Money Now. And as a matter of fact, Dr. Tom, what do you say we give them away right now? Would you like to read the trivia question?
Wow! For the first trivia question, this Sunday's Vengeance takes place at the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado. The question is, what was the last WWE pay-per-view that took place in Denver? If you know the answer, you can call us or actually email us at bitethis@wwe.com. That's bitethis@wwe.com.
And this book was just released, probably, I don't know, not too long
July
ago.
22nd,
July 22nd.
man.
Hey, today's the 24th, so that was 2 days ago.
You're good.
Yeah, Tuesday,
you are
July
good.
22nd.
Jesus
so,
Christ.
We got all sorts of stuff, Dr. Tom. We got the new Raw magazine that just went on sale with What Makes Da Man Tick. That's Bill Goldberg right there. This is the WWE magazine with, of course, the late, great, classy Freddie Blassie. And this WWE magazine right here goes on sale 1 week from this Thursday.
Nice
That's Lita.
picture of Lita,
Yeah,
yes,
she's
very
looking
nice
to make her
picture of
comeback.
Lita.
We talked to Lita last week here on Bite This. But big show today. Make sure to call us at 1-888-LIVE-WWE or email us, like Dr. Tom said, at bitethis@wwe.com. But joining us now on the phone, giving us his 2 cents, and I think right now we're all going to do our Vengeance pick. Draws, how you doing?
Not too bad, hanging in there.
Draws, you sound like you're hanging in there. You're doing a lot better than I am. Obviously, Josh, being Josh as he is, he's ready to get a mile high this week.
Uh-oh.
I'm ready to go to the Mile High City, Draws.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Get it?
So I knew it was something like that.
Yeah, right. Okay, very good. Well, you know a lot about Denver. Obviously, you know about the conditions. It is a little thin on the air. How do you think that's going to affect the Superstars this Sunday?
I'll tell you what, it's tough out there. I remember when I first got out there, it took me about 2 weeks to get used to, being out there. It was a little different. We were going for a couple hours, of practice, but that thin air, I think, is definitely going to play a factor, especially for those matches that, get up there 10, 20 minutes, things like that. Those conditions are really tough for an athlete, and it's going to be a big difference, I think.
Especially when you have 3 athletes the caliber of Big Show, Brock Lesnar, and Kurt Angle, obviously looking for their chance. It's going to be a 3-way match, which means Brock Lesnar doesn't have to get pinned to lose the WWE Championship in this match. I don't know if it's going to be much of a factor with Lesnar's conditioning or not, but I've got to feel that it will have some effect on all 3 guys. What about Big Show?
Well, it's definitely going to have effect on him. I think it'll have less of effect on Brock and Kurt. I think Show could, literally could be hurting out there. I mean, he's a big man. No matter what kind of shape you're in, it's going to get to you. But I think the other two, with the amateur wrestling background, and I'm sure, with being probably a lot more in shape than Show, that's really going to be at their advantage in this match.
Draws, I'm sorry, Dr. Tom.
No, please go ahead.
Didn't mean to step on your lines there.
Sure you did.
But, Draws, in your column this week, you talked about up-and-coming superstars. Sunday night at Vengeance, a lot of guys are going to have a chance to step up and become superstars. Who do you think has the opportunity to do that the most?
Ooh, geez. In all honesty, I'm not really sure. What it comes down to is, how they're going to do, how they do when they're up there in front of the big crowds, in front of the pay-per-views. I really can't say right now. It's kind of a wait-and-see thing, no matter, how much or how little somebody's done. When you get up there in front of the crowds, in front of the pay-per-view audience, you have to get out there and perform, and that's kind of a wait-and-see thing for me.
Well, one of the guys I think, Draws, who has just completed his year here in WWE, and one of our guests this afternoon, John Cena.
Word life.
Oh, yeah, word life to you too, man. Hey, John Cena is one of those guys that I think, again, going against The Undertaker is going to have a chance to really prove that he's not going to be affected by the sophomore jinx. But once again, with all the factors playing in coming to the Mile High City of Denver, and of course the nervousness going against the Phenom, I think this is, once again, John Cena's time to shine.
I mean, this could be a monstrous stepping stone for him. If he can take if he can take him down, I mean, like you said, he has done unbelievable things out there. I love seeing him out there in the ring. I mean, he's a physical specimen. He's great inside the ropes. He's great on the mic, and this is his big chance now to go out there and show everybody that he is one of the big boys, and of course he has to take a big boy down and take her to do that and to prove that.
It's going to be a huge match at Vengeance. So many huge matches will be taking place as SmackDown presents Vengeance live this Sunday from Denver, Colorado. Draws, what can we expect in the column this week?
Well, I always have to get my picks in there for the pay-per-view, so I kind of go down the list, and I've done actually quite well the past couple times. Last month
You probably picked against Triple H again.
That's never going to happen again, let me tell you. I've learned my lesson over the past, it's been like 6 years now. If I bet against him, I'm losing.
Right.
Nothing against Hunter, I love him to death, but I wouldn't be able to do that. But one month I used actually a coin. I did my picks, and the coin did its picks, and last month I had my nephew make his picks, and I ended up beating my nephew. Mind you, he's 4 years old, so I felt like a big man at that.
Hey, Draws, before we let you go, I've got to ask you to pick who your pick would be in the match between Zach Gowen and Mr. McMahon.
Ooh, before I had kind of said in my article I didn't see Zach having a chance, but after everything that happened last week, I'm giving him a fighting chance. I still think Vince is going to come out on top here, but you know what? I give that kid more and more. I give him a half-decent chance of coming out on top. He's got so much heart, and I'd love to see him win this thing. And I give him much more of a chance than I did, but I don't know. I think Vince could still end up on top here.
Well, one thing Zach has is confidence, and he's going to need all the confidence.
Heart and desire as well.
You got it. Heart and desire can't be measured, that's for sure. And I think I echo your sentiments when I say I wish Zach the best of luck this Sunday at Vengeance.
No doubt about it. Dr. Tom, I know you're looking forward to it. Draws, you are as well. So am I. Draws, thank you for joining us here on Bite This. Looking forward to talking to you next week and reading next week's column as well.
All right, guys.
Have a good one.
Take care and have a good one.
That, of course, was Draws. Dr. Tom, we still don't have an answer to the trivia question.
Well, let me repeat this trivia question one more time because we want to know what the last WWE pay-per-view was that took place in Denver. And if you know the answer, you can email us at bitethis@wwe.com.
And make sure you add your full name and address when answering the question. Most of you are probably wrong right now anyway. This is a very tricky question. I think I know the answer.
You know, you are a smart guy, man, because not everybody would just remember to put their full name and address on there.
No, they wouldn't.
No.
I would.
Yeah, well, I rest my case.
Well, we're going to wait to ask the next trivia question until we get the correct answer to the first trivia question.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
You decided that on
I
your
don't
own
think
too?
that we should be giving
Come
away
on,
two different
man.
prizes. I think that people need to earn these
Jeez.
prizes. I think they need
agree.
to get the answer to the first one correct before we're going to give away another book, Have More Money Now.
You know
And
what? With that book right there, Josh,
Yeah.
I don't mean to cut you
No,
off. I
you're
don't
good.
mean to step
You're
on you,
good.
man. But at the same time, with this book right here, it's in layman's terms, and you can also
yeah, and,
really
and people who don't really know political terms and stuff like that could understand it too.
Yeah. And you can actually save more money if you actually put these exercises in to use.
And you could save more money if you win it for free by us. Just answer the
Boy.
question. And
Tell
my
you what.
favorite part is in Chapter 5,
Yeah.
under the section, Tom, why is that ditch in the road, Pritchard? I got a chance to read it before the show started today, and Dr. Tom is telling me that all of Bradshaw's story isn't the 100% truth.
No, not all of it. There's a big, huge part of it that's not the truth, and I've been over this and over this. I've written columns about it. The fact is, there is not a ditch. That's Hermie Sadler, as a matter of fact. There's
sadly.
not a ditch in the middle of the road. It was a pothole. There was fog. And if you know anything about the Northeast, you know they also have pothole reports along with the traffic reports.
Yeah, it's I love driving in the Northeast,
It sucks.
especially driving around
I've said it before.
Stamford, Connecticut. We have no instant feedback going on here. I'm sure you guys are all out there, so I'm begging you guys to write to us. Call us at 188-LIVE-WWE or email us at bitethis@wwe.com. Phil's walking around. He's going crazy. He doesn't know what's going on.
Is it that we don't have any instant feedback or we just can't read it?
We'll find out.
Maybe it's in black and the screen's in black. But anyway, we're going to go now. You know, we got a big show today with the big show.
You're killing me,
Ooh,
kid.
and of course, John Cena. So let's go back to the June 12th episode of, excuse me, SmackDown. Brock Lesnar versus The Big Show. This is the night that the ring collapsed, Dr. Tom.
Ooh.
We send you now. One of the most incredible moments that I have ever witnessed that night, June 12th, SmackDown, the night the ring collapsed, Brock Lesnar versus The Big Show.
Oh, that was a cool night, man. I think everybody obviously was in shock. I know Taz and Michael Cole were in shock, and I think the fans in the arena that night will never, ever get a chance to see something like that again. And by the way, Justin Kohlberg, nobody wants to talk to Josh, period.
Yeah, we'll just get rid of that part right
thank
there.
you very much.
So congratulations to Corey Cuomo of Frederick, Maryland. He got the correct answer to the trivia question. It was a kind of a swerve. We threw a swerve out there. Dr. Tom, you know the answer.
Well, sure. This is the actual first pay-per-view in Denver, Colorado, so knowing that is part of the battle, I guess.
That's right. If you knew that, then you got the correct answer. We're going to give you the second trivia question now.
You are.
Here it is. John Cena battled Chris Jericho last year at Vengeance. In what city and state did the pay-per-view take place? The first person to email the correct answer along with their complete name and address to bitethis@wwe.com will get a copy of Bradshaw's new book, Have More Money Now, where you can read all about Dr. Tom and all sorts of adventures that Bradshaw's had over the years.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
You work on TV, right?
Most of the time.
Okay, yeah. You know that, like, when you hold the book up, it kind of the light has to touch.
Yeah,
it
you know,
just
you
right.
do one of these deals.
Yeah, but no, you're doing horrible. There
What?
you go.
You wanna
Hide
do
your
one of
face. Yeah.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Have
Hey,
more
good shot.
money
Have more money
now.
now. Very, very good applications to use on that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Have
sure you
more
are.
money now.
Yeah. Maybe you quit and you get more money now.
Why?
Because you probably get
John Cena will be joining us a little bit later on. Taz will be on the phone as well.
just quit.
And joining us rather shortly will be the Big Show, the man who's involved in a huge triple threat match at Vengeance against Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle. And Dr. Tom already made the point that the champion, Brock Lesnar, doesn't have to be the man that gets pinned to lose the title.
I wonder what kind of training Big Show's going through, because the air is really, really thin in Denver.
No doubt about it. You're at an
Yeah.
altitude of 5,280 feet.
So, I mean, how is that going to affect a guy? Do you think that Lesnar and Angle are going to have any special ideas going in, knowing that the Big Show's going to get? When do you think Kurt might do that run around the ring type thing? And
Well, yeah, I think that Kurt Angle, I think that his major, where he's going to look to do is the amateur style. What brought him to the dance is as somebody would put it. And, of course, Brock Lesnar is going to do the same thing, but he's going to use power and strength as well. And the Big Show is just going to use pure power. And joining us now on the phone is none other than the man that will be going after the WWE Championship this Sunday at Vengeance, the Big Show. Big Show, how you doing? You're on the phone with Josh Matthews and Dr. Tom.
Dr. Tom, I'd like to say hello. How you doing?
very good to talk to you again, Show.
You bet.
Of course, Josh was doubting the fact that you would be in tremendous shape this week in Denver.
I heard the little prick run in his mouth.
Yeah.
And you know what? And he was talking about, power and strength. Like he thinks that's the only plan of attack for this match. This is a triple threat.
I
What do you
understand.
think I'm going to do? You think I'm going to charge in the head first like a bull in a china closet?
No, Shaw. I'm sure you have a whole strategy and game plan worked out to become the WWE champion at Vengeance this Sunday. I'm just past performance and things like that that it brought you here to this huge match at Vengeance.
Or you don't think I'm in shape?
I think you're in tremendous shape. I didn't say that you weren't in shape.
All right.
As a former WWE champion, Show, I think that you realize to have a strategy going into this match, and especially against guys like Lesnar and Kurt Angle. What are you looking for when you step into the ring this Sunday?
Well, what I'm looking for is for Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar to get tied up amongst themselves, is what I'm looking for. Because those two guys are in the ring with me. I'm 7 foot, I'm 500 pounds. And if those guys make a mistake and both of them don't come after me, I'm going to pick my spot and I'm going to pick one of them off. All I need is a pinfall. Believe me, I'm the big shark circling the water right now.
Brock Lesnar's holding the chum. Kurt Angle's trying to pick it apart. So I'll let those two fight it out and pick it apart. And when I get my chance, somebody's getting chokeslammed and somebody's getting pinned. That's the bottom line.
Show, over the past few weeks, even months, the battles between yourself and Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar have been something that's just off the hook. Let me ask you a question. What was it like when the ring collapsed a few weeks back on SmackDown? We just looked at it a few minutes ago. And what was that like? That was incredible to see. One of the most incredible things that I've ever seen, ever.
Well, it totally took me by surprise. You know, it's something that I know in your career you always want to be famous for something. You know, Hogan was famous for slamming Andre the Giant. You know, Undertaker has been famous for Hell in a Cell and so many other great quality matches. You know, I think, I guess my big ass explode in the ring is something I'll be famous for. It's something I didn't expect. It's something I didn't know that was possible. I'm glad to etch that little piece out in history, I guess, and be a part of that memorable moment. But at the time, it blew my mind. I couldn't believe it just happened.
Well, you know, lately it appears to me, and I think everyone else has been watching, there has been a change almost overnight in your attitude. When you step in the ring, you seem to be more focused. You seem to have more of a vision where you're going and where you want to go. And this Sunday, obviously, you want to cap it off by walking out the WWE champion. But is there anything else that you are looking forward to or looking past once you walk out the champion this Sunday?
You know, it's been kind of an up and down road. You know, I was able to recapture the WWE Championship for a little while last year. I'd like to, you know, reach that pinnacle point again. I mean, you know, this is the number one sports entertainment company that we work for is WWE, and to be the top dog and the top man is to be WWE champion. And, you know, it's been one heck of a fight. You know, you got guys like Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar in there. I mean, Kurt Angle's a former Olympian. And Brock Lesnar, let's just lay it on line. I'm a freak of nature. Brock Lesnar is a freak of nature. I mean, this guy he's super fast. He's super strong. He's super smart in the ring. I mean, this guy hasn't been going very long, but I'm going to tell you something. His instincts in the ring are through the roof, and he always backs himself up with what he's doing. So it's going to be one of those situations where after I become WWE champion, if I'm fortunate enough to get the pinfall, I'm trying to have a positive outlook and think that I'm going to catch either Brock Lesnar or Kurt Angle in a situation where I can take advantage of them. I would like to move forward, stay WWE champion, hold on to the title, compete with some other superstars. I'd love to get away, if I could, from that Brock. You know, my nickname for the Brock Lesnar in my house is the anvil with hands. I mean, you can pound on this guy and pound on this guy and pound on this guy, and you know he doesn't bleed, he doesn't get sore, he doesn't do anything. He just keeps coming back. So, I mean, I wish there was a way I could lock him in a closet and keep him away for a while.
Well, you guys are definitely on a collision course for this Sunday at Vengeance. But right now, we're going to go to the phones. We have Steve, calling from Kingman, Arizona. Steve, you're on the phone with the Big Show.
Thank you. Big Show, big fan of yours. Followed you your whole career. As a musician, I know Jimi Hendrix, the great Jimi Hendrix, used to steal licks from other guitar players or observe them and incorporate things he'd see from other guitar players into his act and his performances and his style. And I was wondering, over the years, have you ever studied any of the other big greats in wrestling to not steal their routine, but just kind of pick up some tips or some nuances to incorporate into your performances?
I'm going to be very honest with you, Steve. Everything I have is stolen. I'm a flat-out plagiarist. I research all the greats. I mean, you know, Andre the Giant, you know, Undertaker. I've stolen some stuff from Kevin Nash. Any big guy that's that stepped into our business. You know, Yokozuna, you know, was a very massive athlete. You know, rest in peace. But you know, he was a great performer as far as being very athletic for a big man. He was very quick. Which was surprising. I try to steal some of the things that come naturally to me. I mean, the choke slam is a natural thing. Some of the headbutts are very natural. You know, as far as a style, it's hard for me to. You know, I wish I could work like Undertaker because I think he's one of the best, you know, workers going on the planet. I mean, the guy is big, he's smooth, he's fast, he's got A to Z. But I try to develop, kind of my own Big Show style. Maybe it's not as flashy as some of the other guys. Maybe it's not as rock solid and proven as Andre's. But over the past year and a half, 2 years, I've really tried to set myself as a cornerstone in this industry, and I got a long road ahead of me. But give me another couple of years, and we'll see what happens. But as far as moves and everything else, I've stolen everything I have. Believe me, if I could do an ankle lock, I'd steal that too.
Steve, thank you for the phone call. Let's go now to Corey calling from Birmingham, Alabama. Corey, you're on the phone with the Big Show.
Hey, Big Show, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. I'll get to see you on September 9th.
Oh boy.
Anyways, I want to ask you, how has your career changed from being in WCW into the WWE?
My career changed?
Yeah, how, how you were the Giant in WCW, how has your career changed from being the Giant to the Big Show?
Well, it's changed. Of course, my name has changed. At the time, there were two separate companies, and just because of merchandising and all the other stuff, each company likes to call you by a different name. So right now, I am the Big Show, and deep inside my heart, I'm always a Giant. I mean, I'm one of the largest living professional athletes walking the planet. So my career-wise, I think, is a lot better off now. I think the WWE vehicle is a much better vehicle. It's a better company to work for. The talent and the competition in the WWE is way bigger than it ever was in WCW for me. I mean, there were big superstars to compete against in WCW with the Hogans and the Stings and the Goldbergs and whatnot. But up here, there's been Steve Austin, there's been Rock, there's Brock Lesnar, there's Kurt Angle, there's Undertaker, there's Kane, there's Triple H. I mean, every time you turn the corner around here, there's a quality superstar, that's been a WWE champion or could be a WWE champion just in a matter of seconds. So the competition up here is definitely higher. And as far as my career goes, I think it's doing a lot better. I think I'm starting to grow. I think a lot of things are coming for me in the future. And, right now I'm just trying to stay focused and keep the tunnel vision going, keep my eyes focused on the prize.
And there's no doubt how much further it can go after Vengeance this Sunday. The Big Show has a huge date with Destiny, with Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar, the WWE Championship on the line. So if we could change gears real fast, I want to ask you about the tour of Thailand and Japan and how that was.
That was one heck of a tour. I competed against Brock Lesnar on that tour. Wasn't successful in pulling off a championship victory over there, but we had some pretty good battles over there. Some pretty big houses. Did some tremendous revenues for the company. It kind of makes you wish I had a T-shirt out because there were so many crazy fans over there. I think I actually might have sold a T-shirt or two, even being the no-good, rotten scoundrel that I am. But the fans are very excited. The response to our live event shows was overwhelming. The crowd participation was through the roof. Traveling was a little bit hard, but that's the responsibility you have when you're a superstar. There's so many people across the world that want to see us. They tune in, they watch our programs, they watch our television, but it's up to us to fasten the seatbelt, make the trip, and get up there and let them see us live and in person. You can watch the Big Show on TV, you can watch Brock Lesnar on TV, but until you see us in person, you don't understand what the magic's all about.
Yeah, nobody travels more or works harder than the superstars here in the WWE, and so much credit to you guys for the efforts that you make to get over there.
Quit kissing up, Josh. You're so dead anyway.
Well, let's go to another phone call now. We got Paul on the phone from NYC. Paul, you're on the phone with the Big Show.
Hey, how you doing, Big Show?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, I just heard a pretty crazy rumor now. Rumor has it since everybody learned this one move at one point in time, but seeing as how you're a big 500-pounder, I want to know if it's actually true that you can pull off a moonsault from the top rope.
Oh my God! Years ago, when I first started in WCW, trained out at the power plant, there was a real tall, skinny, crazy guy named Diamond Dallas Page. And Diamond Dallas Page was very instrumental when I was under developmental, trying to learn how to perfect my craft. And Dallas showed me how to do a lot of crazy stuff. There was a moonsault, and there was a drop kick off the top. I never tried a shooting star, nor my luck. It'd be like a shooting planet, and I go straight on my head. But you know, if you've got any athleticism, you fool around with that stuff, and then you realize that maybe the risk is not worth the reward. You know, I might be able to hit an opponent with a moonsault, but if I miss, I'll probably put a hole in the ring. So I think I'll just keep my feet on the ground, right, Dr. Tom?
Yes. Sorry. Well, I missed that shot right there, Shaw. I was actually changing the tips on my shoelaces. What was that, man?
Exactly. I knew you were. I was just saying, he was asking me about, doing moonsaults and stuff. And, I said, when I first started, Dallas Page was instrumental in training me that I had actually hit a moonsault in the power plant and did a drop kick off the top, did some other things. I said, but the risk is not worth the reward now. I mean, I'm sure I could hit an opponent with a moonsault, but if I missed, I'd probably put a hole in the ring.
Yeah, well.
So, I think I'll keep my feet on the ground, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea, man.
Yeah, I mean, you've trained some of the best superstars there is going and worked with a lot of guys. You've helped me a lot, been very instrumental in helping me. I think our plan's pretty much keep my feet on the ground, isn't it? That's a good
thing to do, man. That's the best advice I can give anybody. Keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars, man.
Yeah, I heard you in the background pouring your coffee. That's why I
No, that wasn't it, man. I was actually I was taking direction from Phil over there.
Oh, Phil's giving you directions?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
Get out
no
the book.
kidding. Hey, we were talking earlier about the change in character and your change in names. A couple of weeks ago, Bradshaw cut his hair. Went back to his natural color. When you first came to WWE, you had the long hair, and then all of a sudden we saw you cut your hair. What brought the changes on in you?
Well, cutting my hair actually was just a bad mood one day.
Oh.
I was trying to eat, and the wind kept blowing the food in my hair, my hair into the food when I was trying to eat, and I just got sick of it. Seems like it was a time in my life where I needed to mature and grow up and cut my hair. It's I don't really miss it. I know maybe it's prettier, more flamboyant, and everything else, but I'm a serious businessman now, in the ring and out of the ring. So the long hair I'll save when I get done wrestling and join a rock and roll band and become a lead guitar player or something.
Right.
So, did you have you played basketball for Wichita State, correct?
Yeah.
Did you have long hair when you played ball?
No, I actually had a flat top. My big thing when I played basketball is I tried to look like Ivan Drago from Rocky IV. I had a big square head, and I thought a square haircut would work too.
Was it blonde like Ivan Dragov's?
No, it wasn't blonde. It was kind of light though. But believe me, me shooting a basketball was like me shooting a square too. I was horrible at that too.
Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us on Bite This week.
That's it?
No.
You want to talk more? What else do you want to talk about?
Well, I want to ask you this. Obviously, this Sunday at Vengeance, you're involved in a very, very big match for the WWE Championship, but got to ask your pick. Got to ask what you think about this match between Mr. McMahon and Zach Gowen.
Oh, Mr. McMahon all the way. Mr. McMahon's beaten some of the biggest superstars in that business. Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin. You think Zach Gowen stands a chance against Mr. McMahon? I've been in the ring with Zach Gowen. The guy's got a heart the size of this country. I'll give him that much credit. He's got a big heart. I think he's an amazing athlete. But I think the boy needs to take two or more trips to the dinner table and bulk up. Mr. McMahon goes to the gym every day. He trains every day. He eats right. He's in tremendous cardio shape. And he's got main event style ring experience. And you know what? The guy ain't afraid to cheat to win. Not to steal a line from Eddie Guerrero, but he will cheat to win. Zach Gowen better have his boots laced up tight and better have his pants pulled up tight, too, because Mr. McMahon will do whatever it takes to kick his ass.
So what do you think about this being SmackDown's first pay-per-view? I mean, on paper it looks awesome. It looks like it's going to be a great show. Do you think that SmackDown's going to pull off a great show and give Raw a run for their money like when they had Bad Blood?
Well, as far as giving Raw a run for its money, we try to do that every week. I think we've got a lot better synergy on a SmackDown show. I think we got a lot of younger guys that are really out there busting their humps and working hard. I think this is going to be a very good pay-per-view. You can put a lot of things on paper, and they may look good, but what transpires in the ring is what really counts. And I think the crew that we have and the work ethic that this crew has, I think they're going to put on one hell of a show. From the first match all the way to the last match, I guarantee you there's not one guy that's not going to go out there and go balls out. That goes for our divas, too.
This Sunday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. What do you think about that match, Big Show? Stephanie McMahon versus her assistant, Sable. A lot of animosity between those two for sure.
All I know is I wouldn't want to be slapped in the teeth by either one of them because I'd probably need dental work. Both of those two women are very competitive. You know, Stephanie McMahon's got a huge fiery temper. She's been around this business her whole life. She grew up in it. She's got two crazy family members. Her dad's crazy. Her brother Shane was a maniac in the ring. I've had several feuds with. He's absolutely off the hook. I think Sable is she's been a WWE champion. She's a great athlete. She's a good performer in the ring. I think it's just going to be a lot more than a bathing suit and a high heel contest. I'll tell you that much. Stephanie McMahon can wear a bathing suit and a high heel and high heels, but Stephanie McMahon can kick ass with the boys too. So we'll see what happens.
And another diva is actually on the line in a Vengeance match. Jamie Noble will take on Billy Gunn. If Jamie wins, then Tori Wilson.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to stay away from that. You know, I don't think I'd put my partner, my girlfriend, or my wife up with Jamie Noble. You know, Jamie Noble's the kind of guy that when you pick up a trash can, you find him under it. He's the scum of the pond, and I don't think I'd take a chance in him taking anybody I know. He's a low-down, dirty, rotten scoundrel. The guy can wrestle, but he's a scoundrel.
I like it.
Show, has Jamie changed a lot since inheriting the $827,000 from Aunt Lucille?
Oh, my God, that kid's head's so big. His head's bigger than A-Train's.
Very nice.
For the record, my head's bigger than A-Train's, too, so I can't really go that far. No, but, I mean, hell, you get $800 and something thousand in one shot. It's bound to mess with your head a little bit. You know, you're going to move from living in a trailer with a leaky roof. You're going to have you're at least going to get indoor plumbing and AC. I mean, you know, this is bound to make this guy's confidence pretty high. He's got to be on a good roll. He's got to be feeling good. You know, he's got his eyes on Tori Wilson. So I personally, I think, Jamie Noble's on one heck of a roll. You know, he's in there with badass Billy Gunn. Though he's Mr. Ass, don't forget, one time he was badass Billy Gunn when he was part of Smoking Guns. So Billy Gunn's no slouch. He's one of the best performers we have. He's one of the fastest guys in the ring. He's pretty strong. I just hope that Billy's shoulder holds up for him. And you know, I know Jamie's sticking his neck out everywhere. He better not stick his neck out too far because Billy would drop that leg on it quick.
No doubt about it. Show, you want to answer some email questions?
I'll answer wherever you want to, Josh.
Okay, we got one from...
I mean, I don't really like you.
I know you
have a lot
don't.
of respect for Dr. Tom. You know, you're a nerd that was on a television show that got a job.
I know.
Thanks,
You
sir.
know how much weight that carries with me?
Yes, I do, sir.
All right.
Okay, we got one from Jeff of Staten Island in New York. Where do you shop for your clothes and shoes?
I shop for my shoes pretty much anywhere I can find them. My wife is a world-class shopper. Believe me, her attitude is if it doesn't come off a boat or end in a vowel, she doesn't want it. You know, like Fendi, Dolce, Prada, you know, all that stuff. So she's a shopaholic. But I find my stuff, my shoes and stuff, if I can find them in New York. My clothes, my suits are handmade from Mohans in New York. A great place on Madison Avenue, New York. They're a family-owned tailor that do fantastic work for suits and slacks and sport coats. I've never had clothes in my life fit me like they make them at Mohans. And my casual clothes, I got a great friend of mine in Cleveland, Thomas at Big Fellas in Cleveland, that has all the throwback jerseys, my workout stuff, my jeans. I mean, man, he's got shirts that when I walk in there, he lays out a bunch of stuff for me, and he's even got stuff that falls off of me that's too big for me.
Wow.
So he had a mink coat in there one time for me that was just absolutely too big for me.
Wow.
You know, I don't know who would be wearing that. I wouldn't walk around with a mink coat. Not in Florida, that's for sure. I think people would think I was strange. I'm sure they think I'm strange anyway, but, you know.
I shop at the Gap.
We don't care. Anyway,
moving on.
Dr. Tom, you got a question?
Wow.
You are the Gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the kind of kid that got his high school yearbook picture put right in the Gap. You know what I mean? Most likely to wash your car.
I do enjoy good car washing every now and again. We got lots more email questions. We got one from Curtis Smith of Whitehorse, Yukon, Canada. I liked the way you imitated Hulk Hogan that one time as the showster. Will we ever see more of that kind of stuff?
I think I always have the entertainment bug. under my skin. But I think right now, for me to succeed and feed my family and become more of a threat for the other superstars in the WWE, Big Show needs to be mad, angry, and focused. And I think that's, part of the advantage that I have going to the triple threat this weekend. I mean, if Brock and Kurt squabble too much amongst themselves, I'm going to pick them apart. I fully expect to go into this match and have those two try to double team me in some way and wear me down. And if they make the mistake of letting their egos clash and go after each other, man, I'm going to let the fireworks hit, and then I'm going to pick up the trash. And I'm going to pick one of them off like a sniper sitting on a roof. That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Can't wait to see this huge triple threat match at Vengeance. Show, we got a phone call now. Somebody calling from Long Island. You're on the phone with the Big Show.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's not Long Island, Josh, you goof. It's Brooklyn.
Oh, well, they said I got a call from Long Island. This sounds like somebody from the Hook.
I apologize, sir. You know what? It's amazing that Josh got this big spot on Bite This. I'm sorry. What can I do for you?
This is Taz, Show. See, if they gave me the proper introduction, they'd let you know it's the color commentator from SmackDown on the air.
Well, that's Josh. That's your protege, bro. That's from your Tough Enough.
Whoa, wait a minute. That's Michael Cole's protege, not mine.
You should have choked his ass out when you had the chance and never let him get up.
What's
Come on,
up,
man.
big
You know you're the toughest announcer walking the planet. I'm glad you retired. My throat is happy for it. I remember when you choked me out, you son of a bitch.
And I ain't just saying it because, Big Show, you're right here on the show. But I'm gonna say it tonight on SmackDown. I'm predicting that Big Show, you are gonna win this triple threat. I think that Kurt and Brock, I think they're gonna probably, in my opinion, they're gonna align together and try and take you out. And I don't think it's gonna happen. I think you've been on a real dangerous roll lately, and the word in the locker room is stay away from the Big Show. And Brock and Kurt, I just think those guys are in trouble. And I think we're gonna have a new champion come Sunday, and he's on the air right now with us.
Hey, you know what, Taz? Thank you so much, and much respect to you. And again, I'm thankful very much that you've decided to retire and take a little backseat from the ring.
Yep.
There's nothing like trying to choke slam a guy than have him shove his arm down your throat and choke you out. That's not a very good feeling. But much love to you and your family out there in Brooklyn. And again, Taz, a great champion, a great SmackDown announcer from Brooklyn, Josh. You see how you
Josh.
do that?
Yeah.
You properly introduce the guy and you properly footnote him.
Yep. I'm sorry.
You know this, Big Show, when you're only working like 15, 16 years, I don't get that respect. Josh has been in the business for a cup of coffee, but that's another story.
Exactly. A man like you that's put in your time, paid your dues, had some crazy barbed wire, chair, concrete block matches that you've had, and been a champion in a very, very physically demanding league. You can't get any respect from Josh. I mean, I don't understand it. What did Josh do? Flip a couple of burgers?
No, well, see, because Josh and Michael Cole, they hold hands together and they walk around circles around the pond and whatnot in the lake, and they skip around and they eat Skittles.
Yeah.
So they're little buddies, So I'm like the bad guy. I'm the mean, tough guy, the manly one, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, Taz, you're definitely not somebody to piss off, but I tell you what, this Josh kid is wearing me out. He really is. I mean, I don't think this guy could find his ass with a map, a never lost, and a guide.
Well, obviously, I guess Josh, he'll be in Denver this Sunday, so I just want to make sure you guys at least find him and thank him for this lovely
Dr. Tom, I didn't even know you were there today.
Oh, I know. I was just letting you guys go on with it, man, because when he said Long Island, I knew something was up.
Yeah, when I heard Long Island, I had a deep feeling in my stomach that, Black and Orange was making a phone call.
Yeah.
What are you doing Sunday, Josh? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to think about talk to Bradshaw and Ron, see if they can't give you an invitation to that ballroom brawl.
That would be something to see.
That's what you need to get into, Josh.
They could use Josh as like a stirrer for a drink.
Yeah, exactly. Stir for a drink. Hey, does Josh have to wear really big shoes so he doesn't slip down the drain?
That was great.
So it's Bite Josh this afternoon, huh? Yeah. Very nice, kid.
You would bite Josh, but the problem is you'd wind up picking your teeth with him.
see.
So,
Hey, Big
Dr.
Show, I want to
Tom?
ask you a question. I want to get your opinion. 'Cause, you know, they always ask me my opinion and who's going to win a match, who's not. You know, I mean, obviously you'll be focused on the triple threat at Vengeance. What do you think about Benoit and Eddie Guerrero going at it for the U.S. title?
Man alive, you know what? There's not two more guys in this company that I think I could have more respect for as human beings, as athletes, and as true masters of the craft. And when I say masters of the craft, you know, there are guys that work in this business, there are guys that compete in this business, but very, very few. I mean, I'm talking there's maybe a handful of guys that I consider masters of the craft. You know, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, is a master of the craft. Undertaker is a master of the craft. Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, both masters of the craft. And I really, really think that that's going to be the match on the whole pay-per-view card that's going to blow everybody's mind. That's going to be the sleeper match, and that's no disrespect intended, but that's going to be the sleeper match that's going to blow everybody's mind. I promise you. You know,
yeah, I agree.
That's going to be the match that if you're a true fan of wrestling, you're going to watch that match and you're going to be very happy and very blown away. And there's no way I could try to pick a winner or a loser out of that match, because both those guys are, I mean, they're so experienced and so talented and so complete in and out of the ring as human beings. That's going to be my favorite match to watch. If you know, when I watch the replay on the pay-per-view. Yeah. You know, because I'll be focused about my match. But I watch the replay. That is the match I am definitely looking most forward to watching.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, I think it's great not only for the SmackDown crew, but everybody that the U.S. Championship has come back, and you couldn't pick two better guys to be in the finals than Benoit and Eddie Guerrero. Also, obviously, we talked about it a little earlier, but the APA First Invitational Barroom Brawl is taking place, and what do you guys? How many other invitations?
Brother Love's going to win the whole thing.
What's that?
I think Brother Love's going to win.
Brother Love.
Oh yeah, great.
Love.
You know, brother Love. He's got a lot of love, and you know we all know that love conquers all.
You know what? I donated to Brother Love's collection plate, and I didn't get anything back.
Yeah, that's true. He is a little brutal sometimes.
Hey, look, I got to leave. I got to go eat.
What?
So, I got to go.
Taz, you're the man, brother. Thank you very much for calling.
Big man, I'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Dr. Tom, I'll see you soon. And Josh, you suck.
Thank you. Thanks, Taz. I'll talk to you later. Thank you for calling. We appreciate it each and every week. Tales from the Hook right here on Bite This show. We talked all about Vengeance. We talked all about, I got another email question. We got Felipe of Puerto Rico. You ready for his question?
Sure.
As a 500-pounder, what does it feel like to come crashing down to the mat after an F5?
Ow.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe.
I don't know. I feel like maybe going to a drive-in, having some popcorn, and watching the Lawrence Welk show. I don't. You know, when you the thing that I don't think people understand is, you know, is gravity is a key factor in our business, and what goes up must come down. And when you have the velocity that Brock Lesnar whips you into the mat, that F5 is not just a catchy gimmick name for a finish. It is a very accurate description of how hard you hit the mat, because he whips you into the mat. And me, it's so doggone hard. I mean, he jars me from my head all the way to my ankles. Every time I've taken that thing, I feel it the next day. I mean, he's the anvil with hands, I'm telling you. Brock the Anvil Lesnar, that's him.
Well, we'll find out Sunday if it will be the F5, the Angle Slam, or the Choke Slam.
Well, I'll tell you the truth, somebody's getting Choke Slam, Josh. If I don't get to Choke Slam Brock, and if I don't get to Choke Slam Kurt, and I walk away without the WWE Championship, you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to find you, and I'm going to Choke Slam you right through the side of the coffee pot.
I'll be sure to, have the car running and ready to go as soon as that match is over. So whatever does happen.
How did you get in this business? Did you sneak in the back door? Did somebody give you a pass or something?
Well, you know what happened?
Did you steal a pass from somebody? Do you even work for this company?
You know what happened?
Do you check, or do you pay this company to work here?
Yeah,
you know
actually,
what
he
happened?
sneaks in and sits at a desk for 5 minutes, and then he says, "I'm done," and leaves.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
It takes dedication to be in this business, Josh. Just kissing somebody's ass and getting on TV doesn't mean you're going to make it.
You know what happened, Show? They were selling one of the passes on eBay, and I bought one of those.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm going to be quiet here before I get in trouble. I really, because I'm going to get in trouble for this. But you need to go join a colony and drink some Kool-Aid.
I don't like Kool-Aid. The trivia question, the winner was Mike Magier from Waterloo.
You can't even say the guy's name right.
No, Magier, that's what it's Magier from Waterloo, Ontario. He's going to win a copy of Have More Money Now, Bradshaw's newest book, which went on sale just this past Tuesday. So congratulations to Mike.
Bradshaw's book went on sale?
This Tuesday, yeah.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to get that. That's going to be a good book. You know, if he tells the stories of all the stuff that man's been through, that's going to be a good book.
I guess we shouldn't let Show answer the trivia question number 3 because it's about him. He would probably know the answer. So.
Oh, gee, you think?
Well,
you're such a dumbass.
We'll give that opportunity to our fans here on Bite This who join us each and every week via the internet. We got the Big Show via the telephone right now. Looking forward to his huge match at Vengeance this Sunday. Dr. Tom, I'm not going to ask him to leave because the last time I did,
what are you talking about huge match? You trying to say I'm fat?
No. You have a huge triple threat match.
Are you saying I'm fat?
No, sir. What? I would never say that. No, sir.
I'm not fat. I'm big boned.
I understand that.
Hey, my wife likes me fat. Her motto is, if she can get her arms around me, I either need to gain weight or her boobs need to get bigger. Have you seen my wife's boobs?
No, sir, I haven't.
That's a good answer, Zach. That's a good answer. Let me tell you something, Josh. If you're looking at my wife's boobs, I'd erase you. I'd cancel you like a bad check.
I'm sure you would.
What are you looking at boobs anyway for? We all know what you like to look at.
Yeah, boobs.
Oh, so you like to look at my wife's boobs?
No. No, that's not what I'm saying.
I just heard you. You just said you like to look at my wife's boobs.
I think we got a bad connection, Show.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll have a bad connection. You take care of yourself. I'll see you in Denver, you little pipsqueak.
Thank you very much.
Let me try and make the save here real quick. I just want to say, Show, I wish you the best of luck this Sunday. Triple threat match between you, Brock Lesnar, and Kurt Angle for the WWE Championship. Looking forward to seeing you out there in Denver. Take care of yourself and have a safe flight going out.
Hey, Dr. Tom, you are as always the best. Much respect to you, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart that you have to work with Josh.
Well, thank you.
If I have any stroke at all in the office, I will do the best I can to make sure that he gets removed.
Thank you.
Show, I hope you win the championship at Vengeance Sunday.
Shut up, Josh.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, have a good one.
Thank you.
Yes.
That was the Big Show.
No,
I don't think he's a big fan of mine.
I don't think so either. I think you better hide.
I think I'm going to. I'm kind of nervous about going to Denver. I'm not really.
You should be nervous.
And not so much about Denver because I know he's going to have a lot on his mind at Vengeance on Sunday, but I'm just afraid of the fallout and what's going to happen if I happen to see him at SmackDown.
Yeah, I think
in Colorado Springs.
You might hide in Colorado Springs too.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, because he might. Of course, he may be in a great mood by that time, but whenever he sees you, it kind of goes south real quick.
Well, I'm
obviously.
sure it'll.
Why do you have that effect on people, man?
Everyone loves me. Anyway, we're shortly and rapidly running out of time, but let's go to the trivia question number 3, and the question is: who was the Big Show's opponent in a no disqualification match last year at Vengeance? Of course, the first person to email us with their complete name and address, bitethis@wwe.com, will win the third and final copy that we have here of Bradshaw's newest book, Have More Money Now. Now, we're going to send you to a clip, and I'm all, just discombobulated. I got no idea what's going on.
It's okay, calm down, kid.
Oh, it's okay. We're going to go to a clip of last year's Vengeance. It makes sense because we have Vengeance this year. Just this Sunday, this is John Cena in his first WWE pay-per-view match. This Sunday at Vengeance, the doctor of Thugonomics, the chief resident of Thugonomics here in the WWE, John Cena, will look to climb a huge mountain as he goes one-on-one with the Pain Syndicate, the dead man himself, The Undertaker, and joining us now via the telephone is none other than John Cena. John, how you doing? You're on the phone with Josh Matthews and Dr. Tom.
Josh, Dr. Tom, what's going on, guys?
We are talking to you. We just had a riveting interview with the Big Show, and of course, Show is no fan of Josh Matthews, but be that as it may, right now your mind has to be on The Undertaker this Sunday at Vengeance. And I've got to ask you this. A little over a year being in WWE, you were going against the Phenom at one of the highest profile pay-per-views of the year, and you know this is a time to make your mark.
Well, you guys seem to be forgetting that not only am I a vet now, I got that veteran stripes, that 3 credentials, but I'm undefeated against The Undertaker. I beat him to go to the championship match at Backlash against Brock Lesnar. So I am thinking about The Undertaker. This is a huge match. But you got to think The Undertaker's thinking about me, too. He knows that I'm willing to pull any and all the stops. I brought out the entire FBI so I can advance in the tournament against him. I'll pull out any and all stops to get a win in this. I know this is one of the biggest matches in my career, and if I win at Vengeance, the sky is the limit. So I am thinking about him, but I damn sure hope he's thinking about me.
Speaking of the sky being the limit, how serious are you about main eventing WrestleMania 20 at Madison Square Garden?
Well, if I'm going to call it out a year beforehand, I'm definitely serious. Some people wait, a month, 2 months before the pay-per-view. They realize that they're in a position, to possibly main event WrestleMania. I'm saying right now, I don't even know what's going to happen 8 months down the road, but I do know that I'll be standing in the ring at MSG WrestleMania 20 as the main event. That is a guarantee. You can call me the Millennium's Joe Namath, because I'm just predicting it right now.
Well, there's no doubt that you have really caught the eye of everyone here in WWE. You had the talent, and this past year has been pretty good to you. Obviously, coming up the next year, everyone is looking towards WrestleMania 20. And as long as you stay healthy and you keep that positive attitude, I don't think there's anybody that can really stop you. But at the same time, you have to realize there are those unforeseen little ditches and potholes along the way to WrestleMania. No, don't even talk about it, Josh.
The one you drove in, the Bradshaw talks about his
shut up while I'm talking to Cena, please.
Oh, it
Thank
seems
you.
like Dr. Tom has a little beef
don't
with
worry.
Josh Matthews over there, too.
Yeah, we'll take care of that off the air. My point is, there can be a little monkey wrench thrown in your plans, and I've got to ask you, you have anybody watching your back or thinking about maybe hooking up with somebody over this next year?
No, and as a matter of fact, if I can steal a quote from WWE icon Stone Cold Steve Austin, I don't trust anybody. I've been with partners before. They put me with B2. They put me with Rodney Mack. This just doesn't work out. It seems like nobody in the WWE right now is on the same level as me, and I'm not talking talent-wise. I'm just saying they don't see what I see. I have my own flavor going on. I'm doing my own thing, and it may work against me. But if I to pair me up with somebody right now, I think that would work against both of us, whether it be me or the person I'm paired with. It's just I'm doing my own thing right now, and I'm willing to trust nobody. And I'm saying that excellence overcomes adversity. There may be bumps in the roads and potholes, but I've overcome everything thus far, and I look to just keep doing the same. I'm just going to keep riding this wave out.
John Cena, fully focused. If we could change gears.
I'm fully focused, man.
If we could change gears real quick, can you tell us a little bit about the tour of Thailand and Japan? I mean, how awesome was that to go over there?
Man, that was crazy. The travel schedule was hectic, and I got to give a shout-out to Howard Finkel for booking me on the worst flight back home.
All right.
America West was awful from Fresno to Massachusetts. As a matter of fact, I was traveling with Matt Hardy and Shannon Moore. They got stuck in Phoenix for an extra day, so they got another day shaved off of their go-home schedule. So Matt Hardy, Shannon Moore, this one's for you. I'm feeling you. I got home last night. You guys didn't, but that's all right. We're still thinking about you. But Thailand and overseas was awesome. I actually can't wait to go back. As brutal as the travel was, the people were outstanding. They really, really, really respect what we have to offer. I'm not saying that the fans in the U.S. don't, because the fans in the U.S. and Canada, they're always off the hook. But it's just like any overseas tour. We don't go over there every single week. So they know that when we're over there, they're getting something they're not going to see for a long time. So they really, really relish the fact that we're over there.
Right on. And if the career in sports entertainment doesn't work out, I mean, you could always be a sushi chef.
Of course. And I make the oversized sushi rolls, little Japanese-style sushi rolls. They couldn't hang. Everybody's got to watch Confidential. I think it's this Saturday, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Confidential this Saturday. They can check me out as the new Benihana. I'm opening a chain of sushi restaurants, super-sized sushi rolls.
We actually have a still picture of you up right now with Benny. Yeah, right there, man. By the way, we'll make sure and let Fink know that you were happy with the travel.
I'm sure Fink's watching the show right now.
Yeah, I mean, Fink usually comes through. Don't get me wrong.
No,
but,
I know.
America West, I don't know. I just don't know about it.
Well, John, we got a lot of phone calls, tons of emails. Let's take a phone call right now. We got Ashley calling from Seattle. Ashley, you're on the phone with John Cena.
Hey, John, how's it going?
Ashley, I can barely hear you, but it's going good.
My question was, how did you like the kind of non-existent battle rap at WrestleMania?
Something about the Battle Rap at Mania? Can you guys help me out?
How did you like having your non-existent battle rap?
Oh man, I thought it was awful. You know, on the one hand, it was great because I could get out there and say stuff about those two guys, and they couldn't say anything back. But the reason that I wanted them to come is so people could realize that I'm not just like a gimmick. You know, I mean, this is wrestling and this is entertainment and everything. But I'm out there representing for hip hop, and I'm out there trying to promote their industry. And the fact that they wouldn't show up and do something for their own music and for their, and represent their own art form, that was a big disappointment to me. I just hope maybe we can do something in the future, and hopefully they realize that it's not just a one-shot deal. They realize that WrestleMania is the Super Bowl of our sport, and they can come out and actually represent their music.
Hey, John, has anybody even approached you or talked to you about maybe doing a CD or some kind of rap?
Dr. Tom, you are always on top of this, and I'm dropping the bomb right now on Bite This, and I'm telling you that we already have a CD in the works. Me and my cousin Trademark, he's the cat who did the other half of the theme song. I'm actually, right after this interview is over, I'm going straight to the studio. We already have like 6 or 8 tracks done. The album's going to be like 14 tracks long, and it's going to include a bonus DVD of every single TV freestyle. So that's like 60 or 70 freestyles. There's going to be crazy TV footage. The beats are out of control. The lyrics are off the hook. It's just two white boys doing their thing, trying to represent hip-hop, you know?
Oh, very nice. Let me ask you this. Would there be any references to possibly OVW, Jim Cornette, Danny Davis? I mean, any of that Cornette, rage and all that stuff.
I think if I were to use Jim Cornette in a rap, somehow I would definitely go to hell, because Jim is like the antichrist when it comes to hip-hop and rap music.
Yes, he is.
But just for giggles, I may throw something in there about Jimmy and his tennis racket.
Hey, fantastic.
John, we also got about 25, 30 emails just about how do you come up with your freestyles on SmackDown?
It's just like I try to get a grasp of what they want me to say, the writers as far as that, and then I put my own sauce on it. Like if somebody comes up and says, okay, listen, you're going to be in the ring with Vince and you need to rap about his match with Zach. That's all I need, and then I just kind of go off on my own, take control, and think of stuff that I think the people can relate to. Sometimes it's hit, sometimes it's missed, but I put a lot of effort into it, and that's the highlight of my night, to be able to go out there and do my thing every night and have the people react to it. Whether they love me or they hate me, at least they're reacting to what I'm saying, and I make all those lyrics myself, so it's really a rush for me to have the people feeling what I'm saying.
I don't think you've missed yet, but we got a phone call now. We got Josh calling from Florida. Josh, you're on the phone with John Cena.
Hey, John, what's up, man?
Josh, representing FLA. What's going on, man?
Yo, dog, after Vengeance, what do you have your eyes set on? Do you got a particular title to be set for?
Oh, of course, man. I mean, I think with the introduction of the U.S. title, right now, the main event picture, I'm trying to hold off maybe till WrestleMania 20, so hopefully I can work my way up. Maybe after this U.S. title tournament squashes, at Vengeance, I can get my eyes on who's got the belt and then maybe shoot for that. But you know me, man. I've already said I'm main event in WrestleMania 20, and if the world title's not involved in that, then I don't know. So I guess my sights are on the World Championship, and I guess WrestleMania 20 is going to be the spot.
Josh, thank you for the question. Dog, we're looking forward to...
He's spitting street slang representing Florida down there.
John, how was the Blue Jays game?
The Blue Jays game was awesome, man. The Blue Jays were nothing but hospitable to me. I thought I didn't get to see the confidential piece, but we filmed for hours. So, they hooked me up with a personalized jersey. I got to meet some of the players. I'm a huge baseball fan. I'm a big Red Sox fan. And the Red Sox were kind of like big leaguing me. I don't know if I'm using the term correctly, but none of them would talk to me. None of them would come over and say, hey, what's up? But the Blue Jays were really cool. I'm still a Red Sox fan. I can't hate on my home team, but I've been converted into a partial Blue Jays fan. I just want to say thanks to the whole organization, to all the players who were cool enough to come over and chat. The game was great. I got to go up and do commentary for half an inning. That's been my dream forever. So I got to put the headset on and call some baseball. It was really fun. The whole day was great.
Of course, all of you that may not know, John Cena got a chance to throw out the first ball in a Toronto's Blue Jays game. I'm sure some of you are thinking, what? Why did Josh ask him how the Blue Jays games was? People watch baseball all the time. But that's why I asked him that.
Yes.
So get off my back.
All the people watching the Saturday Night Show should know that. And
That's
Josh,
right.
Maybe I got a little beef with you on Saturday night, but I got to give it to you, man. You're holding down Saturday night. We're slowly spreading Saturday Night Fever. Velocity and Confidential, the illest pairing back-to-back ever since Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle were just representing Saturday night.
It's the green screen.
It is the green screen and the ill Confidential team. Josh Matthews and the Cat. That's what I'm saying.
The Cat. We got to talk to the Cat.
We gotta get the cat going.
We need
man.
we need to bring the cat on Bite This.
I can't wait.
We do. I don't know if they're ready for Bite This, but we definitely need to try to get the cat on Bite
I
This.
think so too. Live in the studio.
Well, this Sunday from the Mile High City at an altitude of 5,280 feet, John Cena will take on The Undertaker. Johnny, give us some thoughts on this match, please.
Well, the air is going to be thin, but I guarantee I'm going to be there, doing my thing. Obviously, this is the biggest match in my career. I'm not going to overhype it. It's already been hyped. You want to see promos? Tune in to SmackDown tonight. I'll tell you what's going on the show. Basically, I'm going to give it my all, and win or lose, everybody's going to know that John Cena is here to represent for the WWE, and I'm slowly taking over SmackDown.
There you have it.
That's it. No more to be said. You want more? Tune in to SmackDown tonight. You want to get the real deal? Tune in to Bite This right now. Dr. Tom, you're my boy. You've always been my boy. Always representing, holding it down. Josh, I kind of wonder about you sometimes, but if you're on Bite This and if you're sitting next to Dr. Tom, then you my boy too. Keep repping Saturday nights. Keep repping the green screen. Every fan out there, keep representing. Keep your emails coming. Keep tuned into the .com. Keep it connected. I'm just running off at the mouth. You guys can cut me off anytime you want because I'm going right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, best of luck to you this Sunday, man.
That's it.
Thanks, guys.
John Cena, be good. Good luck.
Take it easy, guys.
All right, that, of course, was John Cena. I think he wonders about me because he probably wonders, I'm so cool. Anyway, the answer to trivia question number 3 was, let me go back to the question. John Cena battled Chris. Is that the question? No, that was question number 2. Question number 3. I knew that was question number 2.
You are cool, man.
We already gave away the answer to that one.
Yeah.
Question number 3 was, who was the Big Show's opponent in the no qualification match at Vengeance last year? The answer, of course, was Booker T. The winner was Anthony Rosas from San Bernardino, California. I just hit my knee on this table for about the 19th time.
I like
today.
San Bernardino, man. That's
I'd like
a
to
cool
thank
town.
all of our guests tonight, Draws, Taz,
okay.
The Big Show, and, of course, John Cena. Tonight on SmackDown, Zach Gowen. No.
What?
Ooh, that's twice, Phil, today that you've already messed me up. So I really appreciate that.
Hell? You are cool, man.
I am more cool. Anyway, next week, Mick Foley will be live in the studio as my special guest host. Dr. Tom has been kicked off for a week.
No, I'm going to OVW next week, man. I'm going to be, you know what? Hey, Phil, feel free. I'd love to give you a report from OVW. We've got a lot of interesting things going on next week with OVW.
Good. Maybe we can get you on the phone next week from OVW.
You know what, man?
And maybe me and Mick Foley can talk to you, Dr. Tom.
You can fall off a cliff.
Really looking forward to that. And our guests on the phone will be Lance Storm, Ivory, and Bradshaw. So it's kind of like a book club deal going on next week. Because Mick Foley wrote a book. Lance Storm has a book club. Bradshaw's got a new book called Have More Money Now.
Oh, Bradshaw's going to be on next week, huh?
We gave away 3 copies.
Oh, maybe I could get on when Bradshaw's on.
And Ivory, likes to read.
Yeah.
So there you have it. It's going to be and talk. So it's going to be an amazing Bite This next week. We're going to end now with
No, wait. I got to ask you a question before we end.
Yeah, Dr. Tom, I mean, it's only, 5:45.
Where you got to go?
Nothing. What do you want to talk about?
This is your job,
Let's
son.
talk. All right.
This is your job.
Hey, you know what?
This is what you do? No, I don't care.
We didn't pick our matches for Vengeance. Why don't we do that? It's happening on Sunday. Ready? Let's go.
How long you been working here?
Actually, Tuesday was a year. This past Tuesday.
How did you make it? How did you make it?
Thank you, gentlemen.
A year.
Let's go. APA Invitational Bra. Let's do the world's greatest tag team: Rey Mysterio versus Billy Kidman. WWE Tag Team titles on the line.
World's greatest tag team.
I'm going with Kidman and Mysterio.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Finals of the U.S. title tournament: Chris Benoit versus Eddie Guerrero.
Too close to call, man.
Too close to call.
You know what? I like Guerrero's chances, but at the same time, Chris Benoit, it's time for him to win a championship.
Right. I think it's too close to call. Stephanie, I'm going to go with...
Go with Benoit.
I'm going to go with one of the guys from the Radicals. Stephanie McMahon versus her assistant, Sable. This one is going to be 100% absolutely out of control.
Yeah, I would say this is too close to call, but at the same time, I would say Stephanie McMahon is going to rip Sable's eyes out.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I got to go with Stephanie as well,
Yeah,
Dr.
why
Tom.
not?
Mr. McMahon will take on Zach Gowen. Zach Gowen has overcome so much in his young career, and now he's going to try to overcome the boss, Mr. McMahon.
The Cinderella story continues. I go with Zach Gowen.
I go with Mr. McMahon in a
You're an
landslide.
idiot.
The Undertaker battles the chief resident of Thugonomics here in the WWE, John Cena versus the Pain Syndicate. Dr. Tom, it's been a decade of destruction. Does it continue at Vengeance?
Well, I like John Cena. He's a personable young man, but at the same time, The Undertaker hadn't been around for 10 years and longer for nothing. I go with The Undertaker.
I think John Cena has bitten off more than he can chew in this one.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
That doesn't make any sense. I as well am going with The Undertaker. And, of course, the WWE Championship will be on the line. Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, The Big Show. This one is triple threat. Remember, Brock Lesnar doesn't have to be the one that gets pinned to lose the championship. We're all aware of that. Dr. Tom, who is your pick?
Well, Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, Big Show. I say the guy who's going to be in the best shape of this match is going to win. And I would have to go with Brock Lesnar.
You know it's going to be a great pay-per-view when, we can't even decide, we can't even make our own personal picks about who's going to win
I made my personal
the matches. Well, you two, you picked a few where you said it was too close to
picked
call.
one.
And I think that's great, but we're going to end the show now, finally. Whew. We're going to end with the Big Show defeating Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship last November at Survivor Series.
Will I'm going to be in Waxahachie, Montana.
Will this be
Thursday.
the same fate that happens at Vengeance this Sunday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific? Remember, Vengeance kicks off
also
an hour before with Heat.
I'm going to be at Borders
Live
Bookstore
Heat from Denver,
candy
Colorado, and just please end this train wreck.
The gimmick.